final hurrah?
One final hurrah for Team USA.
That's kind of fun for him.
I think it's great. Zach Agnos, and he's the guy with the mustache. Remember him, the mustache? Then he kind of stuck for a little bit, and he shaved, and then the handlebar mustache. Not just like I mean, there's a little work with the handlebar, and then just one day he shaved it all off. You're like, that's a guy going through a little something right there. Well, yesterday he got out in order Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge, and Kyle Schwarber. And it was just a moment of like, all right, that's kind of cool there.
Yeah.
So they're up 4-3 in the fifth inning. The Rockies are beating Team USA 4-3 in the fifth inning. Drew's on the call. Drew Goodman was on the call.
And what was the final?
They allowed 11 straight unanswered runs, not all in that inning, but 11 unanswered runs, and they stopped the game after 8 innings. They didn't even play a ninth. They lost 14-4. Like, if that's not the most Rockies moment.
I saw Aaron Judge blast a home run.
Yeah, he wasn't the only one during that streak, but Team USA is, I mean, they are loaded.
They're an all-star team that's actually playing together.
And it's going to be awesome watching them play. By the way, there's like 10 guys on the Rockies that are playing in the WBC on a variety of teams, including Michael Lorenzen, a brand new Rocky pitcher who's a yoked-up fitness dude who's playing for Team Italy. So how funny is that? Like, you're just going to, he's straight up American, but he's got some Italian roots. It's like from the Tennyson district, like Vic. He's just going to, I'm going to go play for Team Italy.
There you go.
Get some innings in over there. Are you guys interested in this WBC thing, man? They're playing games all over the world, like in their qualifying brackets. There's games over in like in Asia and Mexico and all over the place.
Yes and no, be honest with you. Yeah. It's not baseball season.
Okay.
I get really interested in baseball about July.
I'm actually really curious how this, I know it does really well worldwide. Is it still, like, because when it first got here, it felt huge. It felt like 4 nations. Like, that's how big it felt. I don't regard it in that manner anymore personally. But do you think it still does really well nationally?
Well, it doesn't happen every year, so it's on a rotating basis. And I think its highlight is when Shohei Ohtani was facing Mike Trout, Japan against the USA, and that was like kind of like, whoa, that was like getting everybody's attention. It does mean a lot to these guys. It does. So, I don't know. If you're into it, you're into it. I'm a baseball guy. Different than basketball where it was Jokic, who we love, against every single guy we can't stand. But that was Team USA. Every guy on Team USA was like from the Western Conference.
Right.
And they didn't even play the guys from the Eastern Conference. Like, they didn't play Tatum. They didn't play Halliburton. They played all the guys we can't stand. But for Team USA, even though they're not on the Rockies, I love these guys, man. I love every single one of them. I mean, even though he's a Yankee, I love watching Aaron Judge. I've always loved Bryce Harper. All these guys I'm like a huge fan of. So, Nolan Arenado is third baseman for Team USA. Okay? All right, cool. I don't love him necessarily, but I do this week or for the next couple weeks, whatever it is.
Do you like this better? See,
this is when I'm really getting into Team USA, by the way. Like, I'm sinking my teeth into Team USA.
When it came to the Olympics, you're worried about, okay, you're paying these guys a lot of money. You go over there, you don't want them to get hurt. The Olympic hockey was fabulous. So we're in hindsight. Most guys stayed kind of healthy. It was fabulous, but you're worried about your guy getting hurt. This right here, and I know the Rockies are changing things up. Here's what I do like about Team USA. Because you and I have spent, I mean, how many spring trainings have you been down? I've been doing this 30 years. I've been down at least 20. Yeah.
I'm not that many, but probably
we went there for 12 straight years with the band. So at least that much. The games ain't real competitive.
The spring training games?
Yeah.
Oh, it's barely a consideration.
Yeah. So from that standpoint, if I got a star and now you're competing for 2 weeks while playing baseball, instead of playing, hurry up and let me get my bat done so I can go out to the golf course at 1 o'clock, I kind of like it if you make that team.
Yeah, and I will say, I think it's really cool that you get to play Team USA in spring ball. Like,
exactly.
That's a good deal.
That's fun.
Yeah. Smart.
I mean, talk about going up against the best in spring ball. Usually you're doing the opposite of that. Usually the best go out there for an inning or two, and then they leave and they go home in the middle of the game.
Yeah, if you're at spring training this year,
it's over now. They only had a couple of exhibition
But you needed
games.
to be at that Rockies game yesterday.
It would have been cool. I would have loved it. I would have thought it's really awesome. They do this ABS thing now, the review stuff. That's coming to Major League Baseball this year. The tap in the top of the head. It's like, what are we doing? If we're doing this and we're going to review, why don't we just have robo-umps? Why are we doing this review thing? The only smart thing, and it reminds me of the NBA, and maybe some NFL stuff here too. If you got the access to the replays, why are we messing around with I got to challenge this and I got to challenge that? Why don't we just get it right from the get-go? And in basketball, if you use a challenge and you win, you still lose your challenge?
No,
Super
you gain it. You lose a timeout if you haven't taken one of your mandatories. You gain one more challenge, but only up to one. I'm like thinking, well, listen, if the refereeing is so bad, you keep winning challenges, why don't you keep your challenges?
Why don't you keep your challenges?
Yeah, same thing with football. You only get two.
Well, you get your 3 timeouts, right?
But you get 2 challenges unless you lose one. Then the
NFL has realized this, so they have 2 things in place. First of all, in the last 2 minutes, it's automatic review, like you don't have to challenge. And then they have replay assist, where they're just getting ahead of it, period.
Yeah,
and so
that was a big change this year.
Wasn't that great, though?
Yeah, it was nice, and it really was quick. It was
Don't
efficient.
you think?
They got it didn't slow down the game.
Well, that'll probably be what comes next in the NBA. Instead of having to waste the coach's challenge, let's go, wait a minute, we're looking at this.
I'll tell you this. I think it is – the hockey's a little slow too, but boy, oh boy, being at an NBA game, when they go over to the scorer's table and they turn the TV monitors around and they're talking into the microphone and doing their little stand-up routine, God, Scott, it feels like the game does get slow.
Well, you want me to tell you what I was told by a league official? And you can imagine this, referees don't ever want to be wrong. Don't ever want to be wrong. He said there's a bunch of head officials, the lead official, you want to be careful challenging them. Because if you challenge them and whether you're right or wrong, they remember that. And I'm like,
okay,
wait a minute.
All right, great.
So now it becomes personal. So how does that not affect the game? We do all this anti-gambling stuff. How does a referee having a personal grudge against a team because he challenged him, how does that not possibly affect the game?
Yeah.
How are these guys not being investigated then?
Well, we've literally seen him get arrested before.
One.
Right.
One.
Yeah, you cannot tell me all this stuff that happened in the NBA this year, in the NFL, other teams, other leagues, players getting in trouble for the props. You cannot tell me that these refs are all clean. No freaking way.
What was our conversation about what that Oklahoma City game is going to be like, right? Retribution. This is going to be and the reason being because these guys are humans. These are men playing this game, and they play with emotion. Referees, not men and women, are they not emotional human beings? Mm-hmm. Are they not? If you call me a dirty, rotten scoundrel, then I'm not going to remember that. And the next bang, bang play, you're like this, looking away.
Okay.
But then again, it
feels ridiculous.
And you have to at least be honest. Yes, we're emotional human beings. Yes, that probably happens, right? Then again, I ask, how is that not affecting the outcome of games?
Oh, it must.
It is.
It has to.
So we need to own that and go, okay, listen. You figure out guys, man.
You know what I think is crazy in the NBA? It feels like anytime there's a close play, all of a sudden a coach has to look at usually one of his star players doing the whirly bird motion with his hand, like, let's review it. And it kind of puts this weird pressure on the coach.
It does.
And his 42 assistants.
It totally does.
To sort of just concede to the player.
Yeah, players got to be careful. You got to be smart as a coach because the player's always going to think that they got screwed at that.
I'm watching like a Nuggets game. It's the second quarter. One team's up by 6, and it's an out of bounds play. And I see a player like screaming to his coach like whirly bird motion. I'm like, dude, even if this goes against you, this ain't like you only get so many of these. But he's like looking like a lunatic about getting the possession in a 6-point game midway through the second quarter.
Because, again, players are emotional and they want to show up the ref.
I gotcha, but now you're like putting all this pressure on your coach.
No, I agree.
And it's like, what are we doing? Just get it right. Like, just get it right from the jump. Had an interesting moment on the Cam Johnson podcast. By the way, so J.J. Redick used to do this thing, the old man in the three.
This was Redick and LeBron.
Okay, so now it's Cam Johnson is like the
He
primary.
He took it over.
Okay. You go with that? You good with that, Tyler? You're the permanent host, huh? Like, this is your job. We're doing this.
They gave you a vehicle that was already established.
Are they giving you $18 million a year like the Nuggets are doing? Anyways.
It's the way of the world, man. I don't know what to say of it. It's just this is the new world.
I don't know what to say either. If you pay me $18 million a year, I'm going to be pretty focused on one job.
Listen,
what can I tell you?
You're doing 75 podcasts a day.
Yeah, because I'm making $18 a year.
Trying to make $18 a day.
Right. There's a difference hustling for that, $18 a day and the $18 million a year. No. I have a price to put down the podcasting. Trust me. We ain't close. Hanging on by a thread. But I don't get it. I really don't get, guys. I mean, I got it. Maybe your head is somewhere else, Cam Johnson. Seriously. If I were giving Cam Johnson some advice, it would be stop this stuff. I mean, why do you need this stuff?
I would say this. Everything's good when you're winning, and everything's good when you're rolling,
okay.
Right? And nothing's looked at. But then all of a sudden, you come out to your own admission, you're in a kind of a dark place.
Yeah.
What that admission was the other day, right, T? And yet you're still, and you miss a game, but hey, right there in front of that camera.
Man, it's a look.
That becomes tough, man.
All right, anyways, here's the conversation podcaster Cam Johnson had with CB. And this is an interesting one. It's about NIL. Listen to what CB had to say about NIL.
I did have NIL my last year. I probably got, which I'm very grateful, obviously, for every dollar that I got. But I had probably made $60,000 or something total. And you couldn't tell me. You couldn't tell me. So I could imagine walking around I had $60,000 and that's what I made the whole year. And we won a national championship. And you couldn't, I probably walked around campus well, I'm sure I did.
You would have if this was 3 years later, though.
At the time, $60,000 in college sounds unreal. That's what I'm saying. I felt like I had the most money in the world. Now I can imagine if you gave me $1 million when I was in Lawrence, I wouldn't have made it to the NBA. I guarantee it. No doubt in my mind I would have made it.
So that's the other side of the coin that I was talking about is you learned how to work. You learned hunger. You learned what it takes.
Okay, that's an interesting point. You gave me $60,000. I thought I was King Shizzle at Kansas.
Yeah.
If you gave me $1 million, I would have never even made it to the NBA because I wouldn't have worked hard enough.
I think that's true for guys that don't belong in the league. Guys that are going to Scott.
I think there's going to be a handful of players in a lot of sports that are good enough to be there that are going to, we're getting freshmen coming in making 7 figures, right?
I agree, but I think there's an argument to be made that this is actually going to weed out the guys that were going to be bad apples in the NFL or in the NBA anyways. Good. Because the guys that are truly motivated about the love of the game, that they just want to perfect their craft, they want to be the best quarterback in the league, they want to be whatever, it's not going to affect them. It's the guys that don't really love ball.
I agree, and that's why when I have my money argument, when you asked the other day, is it too soon to bring up money? Because if a guy sucks, it don't matter if he makes $1 million or $17 million. He's sucking. And we shouldn't gauge his suckiness on how much money he's making. He sucks.
Okay, but shouldn't we have higher expectations for those that make more?
No. If I'm watching your ass on TV, I got to expect. You know what? You're a two-way player coming in. I got expectations.
Not the same as somebody making $18 million.
I have expectations. You come in and you spit the bit.
Your expectations for KJ Simpson are the same as Cam Johnson. Come on. Come on, man. Come on.
Yes.
Oh, no. All right. Well, mine aren't.
Now, do I expect him to score 17 and bring? No, but you know what I expect him to do? Lead the freaking team, get up and down the floor, make open shots. Absolutely.
I expect each guy to play the role that they're paid to play.
Yeah, and that's his role.
Sure, but that's different than Cam.
I understand it's different than Cam, but I expect him to do his role. So my thing is the role thing. I don't care what you make.
Okay.
Listen, Joker plays bad. I expect him to play better. It's not because of the money, because of his role. And you want to talk about pressure? If Cam Johnson got pressure, what's Nikola Jokic have every single night?
It was a funny moment.
What's Jamal Murray have
It was
every
a
night?
funny moment this week when Jamal scores 45, and we just asked because we didn't know for sure, did he score more points than his salary? And it turns out he didn't, and he scored 45 points because he makes 46. And then I felt different about the 45 points. I felt like, okay, all right.
I want to know if
There
you
you
can play.
go.
I really do think, and Tyler, you're absolutely 100% right, that it will weed out some guys. But to me, I always felt this way. I told you I was sitting on a bench one time. Joe Barry Carroll's out there. We used to call him Joe Barely Cares.
There you go.
And he was
Fun
like one of the
nickname.
first $1 million players in the NBA. And I was sitting by Concac, who ended up getting a big contract. And I go, can you imagine a guy making $1 million a year and he ain't even playing hard? Concac's word to me. Well, if I made that kind of money, I wouldn't play hard every night either.
There you go.
It's definitely true.
There you go.
But to me, I grew up in an era when a guy paid you money, you did the work. You did the work. And there is more pressure the more money you make.
It feels to me Christian Brown's being a little disingenuous and self-deprecating. He does not strike me a guy who would play less hard if he made more money. I mean, the guy's
No, but I think it's also an honest
I think
saying
he's pointing out like the laziness of others.
But I also think it's honest that if I'm coming in making more money than any, maybe even more than some of the professors, and I'm making more of that money, am I working as hard as I did? I don't know. Rod Smith had the greatest attitude in all this, and he didn't make the money wide receivers are making now, but I think he was around $10 million at his top of his game, $8-10 million, something like that. He said every day I came in expect to be cut, and so I practiced and played like that.
By the way, could you
need
imagine
more guys like that?
Rod was Mike Shanahan's all-time favorite player, I think.
Has to be.
He would talk about him nonstop, and especially when it came to off-season workouts. He would always remind us, hey, Rod Smith never missed an off-season workout.
There you go.
He won that award like 8 years in a row or something like that, right?
Can you guys imagine in our senior years of college making $60,000? I can't even having $60,000, having that salary as a senior in college, just having that cash. Well, Tyler, what was it like?
Oh, right, right.
But so Christian Brown is saying that's what he got, $60,000. Well, that wasn't that long ago. What would Christian Brown be making now if he was in college now? Christian Brown.
We got, and we
$5 million, $7 million?
We thought it was a big deal when I was at college. We got laundry checks every 2 weeks. They called them laundry checks, free cash, $8.
Yeah, buddy.
And we get those on Wednesday, and at Gallagher's on Thursday night was quarter beer night.
There you go. All right, no dumb questions coming up next.
Hey, Tyler here, my friends at Trajan Wealth. Guys, when you go to Trajan Wealth, you're going to meet with your financial advisor, and you're going to come up with a customized game plan for your family, for your needs, and you're going to feel confident in your future. Are you interested in wealth management that's designed to protect, maintain, and expand your financial portfolio? Trajan Wealth understands the importance of tactical investments and tailored insights for growth in line with your risk tolerance. So call Trajan Wealth today at 303-900-1189 and learn more about these strategies. The fiduciary advisors at Trajan Wealth understand that no two retirement plans are the same. They offer guidance on a variety of financial objectives, including ways to earn higher potential returns and tax concerns. Let Trajan Wealth help you develop a plan that will meet your financial goals today. Call 303-900-1189 or TrajanWealth.com. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth LLC, SEC registered investment advisor. Client paid advertisement, additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Polumbus, Hastings, and DMac present No Dumb Questions. This is your safe space.
Safe place.
I'm leaning into the segment.
You're a smart guy. Send us your not dumb question now. Tweet it, text it, or Twitch it. It's No Dumb Questions on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
I got a story here. I don't even know if there's a no dumb question with this. No dumb questions, but this is interesting to say the least. No dumb questions brought to you by Trajan Wealth. When it comes to your retirement, there are no dumb questions. Call Trajan Wealth today at 303-900-1189. Guys, this is a real story. Police say a coach on the Cal State Bakersfield men's basketball program was moonlighting as a pimp across 4 states. Multiple dismissals have occurred at Cal State basketball as an investigation probes who knew what and when.
Hey,
this is on the front page of ESPN.com, by the way.
What'd you say about making $16?
Wow.
What'd you say about doing what you got to do to make the extra 16?
No dumb question. Is this the most outrageous side hustle you've ever heard connected to sports? That a coach on the side is a pimp across state lines?
That's a new one. I mean, we hear a lot of sexual misconduct. I can't say I've ever heard directly was a pimp. Listen.
Wow.
I had a teammate that was a real life pimp.
What?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh yeah. It was a deal. Everybody knew about it. I'm not saying, not bragging about anything, but I'm just saying everybody knew about it.
Wait. I'm sorry. A teammate?
Like people knew.
College or pros?
Pros.
You had a pro teammate who was also a pimp?
He was a real life pimp. He had a roster.
What? What other details can you share?
I feel like I've already shared too much.
How much it cost you?
Okay.
Oh, Scotty.
Gosh. All right. I guess I don't really have a question there. It's just kind of wild.
What stop?
What?
East, west, or center? East, west, or
Oh,
mountain?
my Lord.
Yeah, that's enough.
All right.
Will you tell us in the break?
Sure.
Let me put up this, or Dan put up this photo of SGA, who's a fashion icon. 103-100, the Thunder beat the Knicks at Madison Square Garden, where it was 46 degrees. I mentioned the temperature because this is a fur jacket like you cannot believe. Scott, you want to take a crack at describing it for those who are just rolling around listening?
It's a fur jacket with a muffler built in.
I mean, it's.
Or it's a shawl.
Have you ever seen a
It
wrap?
doesn't look like it has buttons, so it looks like more of a wrap or a shawl, but it has arms. You know, that's a come look at me jacket.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
The wrap around the neck thing, it looks like it's swallowing him.
It looks very, very hot and sweaty. That's my real takeaway. If I put that thing on, I'd be sweating in 2 seconds.
The funniest part about this post-game press conference was that people weren't asking about the jacket.
Hey, we're just gonna all act like this looks totally normal.
Somebody finally did it. I have it here, but there were good chunks of it. Like, what did you think of the Knicks tonight?
You know, it looks like it was a giant teddy bear costume that he cut the top of the head off.
That is a good way to put it. Somebody did ask him about the jacket because obviously he wanted to be asked about the stupid jacket.
The people are really curious about this coat that you're wearing. I don't know if you're wearing gatekeeper, want to share with people.
Yeah, I'm a gatekeep. Yeah, thank you. Y'all have a good night.
No dumb question. I'm gonna gatekeep. Who wants to interpret? I'm gonna gatekeep.
Hound to tail.
You don't get to buy what I got.
That's what he's talking about? I'm going to gatekeep. Dan, you want to take a crack at I'm going to gatekeep?
Gatekeeping Lou Dort from getting suspended? I don't know.
All right. I guess I don't even have a question with it. It's just, there you go. There's that moment.
One of my teammates said to another guy that dressed up in kind of a funky way like this, might have been Dominique Wilkins, and looked at the guy and says, you know, probably wasn't that much, but I guarantee I spent over $3.
Breaking the bank.
I've been to every state in America except for 2, I think. and Arkansas is one of the two.
Really, you
I
love
cannot think of a reason in my entire life that I would ever have a reason to go to Arkansas.
I have never been to Arkansas.
It's fabulous. Fabulous. You got, especially the campus area.
I don't believe that. Like when I think of Arkansas, I just
the
think
campus is probably beautiful because they got a lot of money in there. It's probably a really nice
rolling
campus.
hills all around. You got tons of lakes. You got Beaver Lake right up the road.
And the rest, I'm not so sure. I'm kind of with
DMac,
you,
how many
Tyler.
cities can you name in Arkansas?
Little Rock and Fayetteville, and that's it, my friend.
Jonesboro, Paragould,
Okay.
El Dorado.
Take your word for it. Whatever. I mean, I just told you my two.
Conway.
I said what I said. I'm not.
Texarkana.
I gotcha. I
Hope.
mean, okay. Is the two
Marlton,
that I named two more than you could name?
Marlton, Fort
no, I
Smith.
know those two.
You know Fayetteville and Little Rock?
If you know anything about Western history, Fort Smith was a big.
Although Little Rock is practically Alabama to me.
It is?
I'm just saying, like.
You never played a game?
Conceptually, it's all like the same.
That is pretty. So you've never been to Arkansas?
No.
That is interesting.
You would absolutely, both of you would be shocked and go, okay, I get it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against it.
You'd
know,
be absolutely
like I signed up Brandon Evans.
I'm pretty sure North Dakota and Arkansas are the only two I've never been to.
Oh, I've been to North Dakota. I was in North Dakota in February. It was something else.
I played a preseason basketball game in North Dakota.
That was something. That's not a great. Not great.
And it was cold.
Oh my God. It was
I've been to South Dakota.
Arkansas looks all right.
I think I've been about every single.
I'll tell you this. I'd love
state.
to go see an Arkansas a baseball game. I'd go see one of them SEC games.
They put up Arkansas University of Arkansas
Stadium
baseball
looks
stadium.
gorgeous.
Have you ever seen their stadium?
Of course. I've watched tons of that college baseball.
But you've never been there.
No, but it's SEC baseball. It's big time stuff.
Oh, it's
on all the time.
You got to see their soccer stadiums.
I'm sure it's great. Listen, it's a big state university with a lot of money. The moonshine goes a long way there.
They're and now they just got a brand new deal with Tyson Chicken that I guess.
I saw that. They're putting that on a patch on their uniforms.
Yeah.
Is that for basketball and football or just?
Click that one, the third one.
That's an unbelievable stadium.
Yeah, it's incredible.
That's a college baseball stadium.
What does that thing hold?
11,000 apparently, according to Brandon Evans, our guy.
But that's a college baseball stadium.
Yeah, well, that's the SEC. Like that ain't the only one that looks like that in the SEC. It's kind of ridiculous, but it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing.
Now put up the University of Arkansas soccer stadium.
Yeah, okay, I'm sure that's amazing too. Have you ever seen the Northern Colorado baseball stadium, the Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something. I was there a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll take a quick break. We have the big story of the day.
I want to see the soccer.
Well, we can see it during the break. We have a movement.
I'm trying to recruit here.
A Bronco has.
By the way,
are you trying to recruit?
By the way,
is that what you're trying to do?
Can I do one more recruiting for Arkansas?
Yeah.
They passed a state law, no tax on NIL money.
Yeah. Are we passing this audio along to somebody in the athletic department?
No.
Are we making a future investment right now?
I've seen Tyler's son, and he's a hell of a golfer.
Okay. We'll come back with a big story of the day. The Broncos have signed a player. Details next. Alex Palczewski was signed to a 2-year deal by the Broncos. We'll get into the Avs deals here in a second. But first, on Palcho being signed, what are the ramifications of that, Tyler? What do you think that means for everything?
Well, first things first, I think that Alex Palczewski got a new 2-year deal because he's a great backup player to have on this team, right? And that's the primary reason why you bring him back. You start with that. You got to have good role players. He's a fantastic role player. He can play left guard. He can play right guard. He can play right tackle. He can play left tackle at a pinch. That's as good of a utility knife as you're ever going to find. So good. You got a great role player locked up on this football team who happened to have been placed in a starting position last year for a significant period of the season. He played pretty well. Now what you've got is you've got a utility knife that is good at what he does, that is also capable of being a long-term Band-Aid at the starting position at left guard if you do choose to move on from Ben Powers.
Okay.
And if you do decide to move on, or if you get the right kind of deal, or whatever it's going to take, then we said this earlier. Then to me, look for a guard to be drafted sometime during 3 days.
Okay.
And maybe it's a guy you could develop for a year. If Palczewski is a Band-Aid guy, he could do it for a year. You got a guy that really has a lot of hopeful. Boom, boom, get over there and let him be a backup, and then who knows?
Do you think Ben Powers is on this team, period?
I want him to be. I guess my gut feels like they are trying to move on from him, whether that's via trade or whether they just outright cut him. That's what my gut tells me at this moment in time. If I were running the show, I would give him an extension. That's actually what I would do. Because the problem isn't that you don't think he's a good football player. The problem is you've got an out in the contract right now where the money is out of whack.
Yes, Because Spencer Jones is out, correct?
Yeah, I said he was out.
Okay.
Yeah, I think both of them might see the court.
Okay. All right. All right.
I think they both might see the court.
Always fun to
I
play.
think Tyus Jones first. I don't know, man.
There's a little sizzle on this game tonight.
Remember what David said yesterday? He said, listen, we're wearing out my guards because we have no forwards.
But that's right.
Well, you signed a forward.
You would think that he would get
Roddy may get a chance to play tonight.
I don't know why he wouldn't get the 5 to 8 minutes, something in there. What now Spencer Jones would be getting. I think it's interesting. There was a lot of vibes that Peyton Watson would play tonight and Aaron Gordon would play tomorrow. How are we feeling about either of those guys playing tomorrow then?
Well, iffy. I think you may, if they do come back, you may see them Monday.
In the bloodbath game.
Yeah, bloodbath.
And the knuckles and the nunchucks and the whatever you use in the clubs, the tridents. You have a trident.
We like to call it the Andes.
The Andes.
Yeah.
The Andy game.
Bringing out the Andes.
Bringing out the Andes.
Yeah.
It was funny having guys asked about the Lou Dort apology and everybody just kind of brushing it off. Like nobody really caring about it. Bruce Brown.
He felt his action was unnecessary. Does that mean anything at this point that he's acknowledging that?
Nope.
Do you believe it?
I don't really care.
No, I don't care. Okay. Boy, we got 2 big games before that game Monday, but Monday's kind of feeling like...
Yeah, we got kind of 2 monster games before that game, right?
I'm not trying to look past these 2 huge games they have, but Monday's kind of shaping up to be a kind of a banger. Is that an altitude game? Are you guys on that one? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
The national TV ain't stealing that one, huh?
No, they're still tonight's.
Right. Prime, by the way.
Yeah. Which is headquartered in L.A., right?
I'm
sure.
No clue.
So Prime will do it tonight, and we got the next 2.
By the way, Nolan Arenado, my bad. He played for Team USA in the last WBC. He is playing for Puerto Rico in this year's version of the WBC. My bad on that. I was thinking about last time's roster. So
can he speak Spanish?
Nolan, I don't think oh man. I know he grew up around Spanish. I know that was in his household for sure.
Then he has to.
But I kind of sort of remember like stories about him not. Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good, no dumb question right there. Can he speak Spanish?
Well,
I bet he's got to understand it.
Vic grew up with proper Italian parents, and I'm told that Italian that he speaks ain't so Italian.
Vic played the funniest thing. I don't know if we have it here, Dan. If you can find it, it was hysterical. It was Vic in college interviewing somebody when he was in college, like at Notre Dame. And you can hear his like Goomba, Tony Soprano accent because Vic says he didn't even speak English until he was like 6 years old. And so he's just kind of 12 years removed from that. Dan, I don't know if you can find it or reach out to Steve, but it was hysterical listening to it because his voice is way pitched high. He's like 19, 20 years old, something like that. With seriously,
how'd you go do that?
Scott, gosh darn it, Dan, if you can find it, that would be amazing. I'm looking to see if they posted it up here. I don't see it. Maybe Steve can help you out on it. It's got to be in the system somewhere. It was unreal. It was unbelievable. He's got a thick, huge Italian accent. All right, maybe, Dan, you can find it a little bit later. The Avs have done a deal for Nick Waugh. And that's an R-O-Y, but it's Waugh. And he's mostly with the Golden Knights in the NHL, but he was in a trade for Marner, and he ended up in Toronto. Toronto for 59 games this year. Slow of foot is sort of his rep, but people are saying, nope, he's going to fit whatever groove they need to fit. And then they got, a small dude. They got Nick Blankenberg from the Nashville Predators as their 7th D. With the trade deadline about 24 hours away here for the NHL and the vibe that they still could make another move, what do you guys hope to see from the Avalanche, if anything?
If they do absolutely nothing, I'm absolutely A-okay. The only thing I can see them maybe doing is if they can move into Chushkin, pull in another pick or two and maybe a player.
Can you guys break it down to me like I'm 5, like the reasons why you guys want them to move on from Val? Because I guess I don't get it.
I'm not a big
talk
Val
to me like
guy.
I'm 5 years old. Why Val should not be on this team?
I just personally, his production isn't what it was.
Okay.
Well, let's just start there. And I'm just not a big fan of his for the mistakes he made in the past around the playoffs that I thought really were terrible to his teammates.
But I mean, if you're being really honest, is that a reason at this point in time to move on from him?
To me, it's that balance of this versus that. And as long as your point production was great.
I just feel like
that's my opinion on it.
I get that part of it. He's let me down in the past. Okay, fine. I also recognize he's in a rut. He's not what he was previously.
Correct.
Like, my God, the previous was special.
Yeah.
It was special.
And it justified keeping him around.
Wouldn't that suck to see him go somewhere else and become special again?
Like I said, I'm fine if they do nothing. I'm happy with what they got. Let's go from here. Let's see. Why they might do it is if they think the value of what they're paying him is not worth the production they've seen from him, and have they given enough away that they can maybe pull. In fact, we're thinking, we'll trade him for Kadri. Well, it might be you trading for what's his name from Gorilla?
Jesse.
Jesse. Might trade him for like a hot prospect that they can put in their lower system and get him up and get him ready.
Liz, I'll tell you this. There's not bad vibes from him in the locker room. His teammates like him. He gets along just fine. So there's nothing negative about Val like that.
But he actually now has value where he didn't have it 2 years ago.
Well, a couple of years ago, first of all, you were sunk into his contract, so you were financially into it, and I don't think any team would touch him with a 10-foot pole a couple of years ago. His production is way down from what it once was, and I'm not exactly sure why that is. So whatever. Like, if he's still on the team, he's still on the team. I'm not going to, complain or yell or scream about it. But if he were to be traded, I'd be, that'd be cool by me. And you're like, well, if they do nothing, it's fine. And you don't seem to really care one way or the other. So we're in kind of nebulous territory with Val. To see him.
I guess my preference would be that he sticks around.
Well, to me, there's a big difference now, too, because Gabriel Landeskog is back. And in terms of, and Marty Natchez is him, and Brock Nelson is doing what he's doing, and all of a sudden,
Natchez is playing well, so is Brock Nelson.
So all of a sudden, you really don't need the same production out of Val Nichushkin that you once did. It's the value of what he adds just ain't there because other guys are way more picking up the slack. So better leadership with Gabe, who's also producing in points. Brock Nelson and Natchez are like lighting the lamp left and right. Cale Makar's, the Norris Trophy may be coming his way. And guess what? After having the Blues for a couple games, Nathan McKinnon is like the best player on earth all over again. Wedgwood and Blackwood are playing great. Taves is unbelievably solid. You've hopefully, everybody loves Brent Burns. You're doing good stuff with Josh Manson. You got big physical. You got this guy. Like the Val stuff to me is like, eh. Like you're not like, oh my God, we don't have Val.
Well, again, if you
produce, he needs to produce a little bit more, in my opinion.
And if you do make a move for a prospect, then you get underneath the cap even more.
There could be that too. So
because they do have to redo McCarr's deal at the end of the year for next year, right?
McCarr's coming.
Yeah,
Cale Makar is. Get ready, boys. Cale Makar may become the wealthiest hockey player of all time. That's coming down the pipe. And you're about to get Logan O'Connor back, by the way. And you're getting unbelievable contributions from Parker Kelly. Like, the Avs are in an incredible position. This game on Friday against the Stars is going to be awesome because the Stars are unbelievably hot. Like, they're on fire. Actually, Dan, you know what they did last night? The Stars, you happen to know?
I'll check.
Top of your head? I can check, too, real quick. But I know they had a game, and they're on the heels of what'd they do? What did they do?
They didn't play last night.
Oh, they didn't play last night. Or are they playing Tuesday? No, or they play tonight. I don't know. Whatever the hell they're doing. By the way, real quick on the Nuggets. You realize tonight, if the Lakers win, the Nuggets are in 6th place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. We concerned about that?
No.
When was the last time the Nuggets were in 6th place in the Western Conference?
Last year.
They were?
I think so. I think they dropped
down.
Sure? I think they dropped down a little bit for a while.
6th place.
And they were also the last 3 games when they fired the coach that if they didn't win, they were going to be down to 6.
Okay.
So same thing. So tonight you win, you don't have to worry about it. You
think there's any chance they'll have the same amount of wins as they did last year?
What did they have last year?
Like 50?
52, didn't they?
Was it like that?
Yeah, I think they got a chance. Yeah.
Your confidence level is weird to me.
Why?
Because I can't tell if you have any confidence or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I feel good. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
Hey,
don't worry about it. Yeah, we're fine.
Go 2-2, 3-3 these next 4, then go 7-1. There's 9 wins, 9 to 10 wins right there.
Uh-huh. They were 50 and 32. 50 and 32 last year.
Well, so yeah, you can be right around there.
Well, okay, right around there or get there.
So say they get to 50 and 32.
All right, that would be amazing because they would go 22 and 9. No, that's not right. What's my math? 52, so we would have to get 14.
They're at 38.
They're at 38, so
they get 50.
12. Yeah, 12 and how's my math? What?
Well, whatever the rest.
12 and 6.
The rest.
12 and 6.
Yeah, very doable.
12 and 6 is doable.
Yeah, I think so.
12 and 6 doable, Tyler?
Feels like a stretch right now to me, if I'm being totally transparent.
Well, they got 20 games left.
12 and 6. They got 18 games left.
Well, no, tonight they have 20.
Math.
You're right.
Math.
Sorry. You're right.
So they can go 12 and 6 in the next 18. You have 2 other games for bonus. And you'll play Oklahoma City the last game of the year at home.
12 and 8.
And
12 and 8.
They won't play anybody.
Well, hold on. Hey, is Aaron Gordon come back on Friday? That affects my opinion.
I think you'll see him back in the next 2 or 3 games, yeah.
Now, you're very laid back on all this.
Because it doesn't matter.
What matters then? What does matter?
The only thing that matters is get healthy. So I'll ask you this. Now here's what I was going to ask you. No dumb question.
All right.
They win. They have the identical records last year, 50 and 32, 50 and 32.
50 and 32.
2 years in a row. Which is the more impressive 50 and 32, last year's or this year's?
Well, this one's been stretches of insanely impressive. and then stretches of like, oh, this is probably what it was supposed to look like without our guys, right? So I know where you're leading us, and of course it's impressive what they've been able to do in the big picture. If you
win 50 games with the what they've gone through injury wise, shouldn't be doing season.
If they go 12-8 in their last 20, this year is by far more impressive.
Yeah,
but they got to go 12-8 to get there,
and I think they can.
Okay.
Have you looked at the 8 games after these?
I got you, but we're well aware of the next 7 games, including tonight. Correct?
And you go 4-3.
4-3.
4-3, 7-1. There's 11.
Okay. So, well, here we go. We started tonight, man.
Yeah.
7 straight against 7 playoff teams starting tonight.
Yeah. Like first place teams, second place teams.
Here we go.
Third place teams.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Yeah. All of them one game transitions too.
Including the bloodletting on Monday night. The nunchuck game. That we're getting David Roddy to start a fight to satisfy Andy Lindahl. We're signing up David Roddy.
Hey, you got to earn your stripes. It's like any gang, you know, initiation.
Listen, I said if they aren't healthy come the playoffs, then good luck.
You know what's funny?
Whatever success you have.
The Lakers are having kind of a very similar season to the Nuggets this year. They're better on the road than they are at home. Not by a lot.
They just lost at home too, I think, didn't they? They got by somebody.
I don't know.
New Orleans.
They're 18-12 at home. The Nuggets are 16-12 at home. They're 19-12, so they're slightly better on the road than they are at home. And speaking of the Nuggets, here we go. A ticket Thursday. We have your chance to see Denver as they host Philadelphia on St. Patrick's Day in 2 weeks. Text the keyword CREED to 303-504-0925 with your first and last name, and you're entered. The Wilhite Law Firm gives you the chance to win big on and off the court. Visit them at wilhitewins.com. Again, this hour's keyword is CREED. We'll announce our winner at 2:55. Let's Football Goes coming up next. DMac for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Sex, intimacy, and love are essential in fulfilling a relationship. Erectile dysfunction can take a serious toll on that, stealing enjoyment, weakening intimacy, and placing stress on your partner that can be felt overwhelmingly. ED doesn't have to continue to impact your relationship, though, with the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. Here's what you do. When the pills or herbals fail, they've got treatments with success rates well over 90%. So check them out. If ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to the sex, intimacy, and love that brought you closer together in the first place. So schedule a consult. That initial visit's only $99. You get the consult with a Colorado licensed medical provider, a T and a PSA test. If advised, a test dose, and if it doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. They have 5 locations up and down I-25 to serve you. Call today, 720-440-7900, RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. Better to sleep with the team than sleep with the fishes. Seriously, we got to play that Vic Lombardi stuff coming up here. It's hysterical. All right, thank you to Mountain High Appliance, mountainhighappliance.com. Thank you to Brad and everybody else there. They do a hell of a job. Mountain High Appliance.
I ran into Brad.
Brad's an awesome guy.
And I don't think
Where'd you run into him?
I had never met him before. He was at a game.
Okay.
And I saw him, and he goes, "Hey,
like-
Scott." I go, "Hey."
It's the guy.
He goes,
That's the guy.
Well, he goes, "I'm Brad." I go, "Hey."
Hey, DMac talks about you every day.
Mountain High Appliance. I went, "Oh, hey, man."
DMac's been saying he's going to buy a dishwasher for 2 years.
I know. I need that so bad. Well, my wife needs it.
Yeah.
All right, Dan,
What?
let's
Did
football
she
go.
leave the house? Oh, you mean a machine?
I have no idea.
Scott.
Cats are still alive, so I assume she's there. What's up, Dan?
All right, guys. Big trade today in the NFL. The Chicago Bears send DJ Moore and a 5th-round pick to Buffalo. The Bills return a 2026 second-round pick. Tyler, earlier you said you feel like the Bears got fleeced, and you were unhappy that the Broncos didn't pursue this more. Do you want to kind of explain your thinking there?
Well, I'm just in the market for an upgrade at the wide receiver position. So every time I see a deal go down, my radar's up. Would I have done the deal or not? Right? And we've talked about A.J. Brown a lot. We talked about George Pickens earlier a lot. We didn't necessarily talk about DJ Moore a lot, but I did bring it up that the Bears have got a plethora of wide receivers. They're a team to look out for. And when I saw the value, it just seems like a very reasonable deal for Buffalo. I mean, you gave up a second, but you got a 5th in return. So net that out for me, smart fellers over there. What's the net of that?
Oh, my God. I have
Third rounder?
I guess.
Call it a third rounder.
Sure.
So net value of a third rounder for
Sure.
DJ Moore. Would I have done that? Hell yeah.
Well, Chase Daniels loves the trade from Chicago's perspective in the sense that I guess they've got 3 other really, really good wide receivers.
They do. They got a lot of weapons there.
And that supposedly opens room up for them to go after, and they're really trying to get Max Crosby.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, there you go. So they'd have to get Max Crosby in a trade, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're going to put a big trade together.
I guess that's what they're
So that's what they're trying to do.
Fix
Gotcha.
something up to get a Max Crosby.
All right, next story there, Dan.
Guys, Alec Pierce made clear Wednesday he intends to test the open market, citing quarterback stability and winning culture as his primary criteria when speaking favorably of several potential destinations. He mentions Buffalo he would be very interested in.
Mm-hmm.
He also mentioned the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
They have almost $94 million in available cap space.
Yeah.
He also mentioned the number 1 overall pick in last year's draft, Cam Ward. He said that's a good spot. It's close. They have a young quarterback. Alec Pierce is expected to command at least $27 million per season in free agency. Is Alec Pierce worth $27 million a year, guys?
Probably not, but this is Alec Pierce's lucky year. Congratulations, Alec Pierce. You hit it. You became available where you, my friend, are the most valued free agent wide receiver. I mean, talk about the stars coming together, Tyler, for this dude. Is he worth it? I don't know, man. He has great yards after catch. He's mid in terms of total receptions, but I guess if you just take every catch for 20 yards, you're going to get a limited amount of catches, I suppose. He's coming along at the right time.
Yeah, free agency has never been about being the best player in the NFL at your position. You don't have to be the best player to be the highest paid. You got to be the best that's available at the moment, and you're probably going to become the highest paid.
That's it.
Congrats to Alec.
Yeah, it's one of those guys.
You are the best that's available.
He's the best that's available.
I don't mean that as a shot. He's a great football player. He had a great year. He had 1,000 yards. The year before that, he had 800 and some change. Very consistent, steady Eddie football player.
Should the Broncos make a play? That's the real question.
I don't think so.
And by the way,
no.
Pierce talking about anything except for money is ridiculous. This guy's clearly just going to go to whoever gives him the most money. The end.
I don't think he should. Or I don't think the Broncos should. No.
If you're getting in a biddie war with Tennessee, you're in big trouble.
26, even if on the low end, call it $25 million.
Yeah.
We got Cortland. We got a Alec Pierce.
But you just said talking about the last guy that you want to upgrade the
DJ Moore
wide receiver. So wouldn't that be an upgrade?
Are you trying to compare him to DJ Moore?
Well, I'm just saying, you said you wanted an upgrade. I'm just comparing what you said.
Right, and I just
So
don't think that Alec Pierce is that much of an upgrade.
You think DJ Moore is a better receiver than Alec Pierce?
Well, statistically speaking, DJ is not as productive over the last 2 years, but I do think he's a better football player.
Okay.
And I think that, and I think that that's because he's surrounded by a plethora of other playmakers out there in Chicago.
I heard Leggy on, and he was talking about how the Broncos have one of the worst yards after catch. Basically, like, you can catch it, but can you run with it? Can you do something
No, but
with
when
it?
you throw it 2 yards by the line of scrimmage, you know.
Right. So completion percentage, don't turn it over, but they're not very dynamic. And this is Pierce's whole thing. He's incredibly dynamic once he catches the ball for whatever reason. So, but that's the cost. That's the business you're going to be in. And if the Titans want to get in that game, you're going to lose. You are going to lose to the Titans because they just have such ridiculous amounts of money. And they have the need to. In all honesty, it's very low on my radar to go after one of these dudes. I am so much more focused on the running game and what you're going to do there. So I kind of don't care. And if you can put together some sort of deal, but would you really want to give up Cortland Sutton for AJ Brown? I don't feel like that would be like a good deal.
I don't want anything to do with AJ Brown.
I don't want to give up Cortland Sutton for A.J. Brown because I think that A.J. Brown needs Cortland Sutton in the room. We talk about locker rooms absorbing big personalities, and that's true. They can. Good locker rooms can keep an A.J. Brown in check. But what really helps with that is the room, the positional room. And if you've got a multi-year captain and Cortland Sutton in that room, a guy that really represents everything that we want A.J. Brown to be.
Mm-hmm.
Cortland Sutton off the field, on the field, has been a perfect soldier. So I want Cortland in that room.
Next story, Dan.
Guys, the Raiders are actively shopping 5-time Pro Bowl edge rusher Max Crosby and are expected to complete a trade in the coming days or weeks, with more than half a dozen teams expressing interest. Vegas is seeking a package comparable to what the Cowboys received from the Packers last August for Micah Parsons. That was 2 first-round picks and Pro Bowl defensive tackle Kenny Clark. The problem with this is Parsons was 26 at the time, entering his 5th season, while Max Crosby turns 29 over the summer and recently underwent meniscus surgery on his left knee. What teams do you think might be the most interested in Max Crosby, and what kind of deal do you think the Raiders could get for him?
Well, I'm just seeing reports as recently as like the last 30 minutes that the Bears are interested in Max Crosby. So they're not done wheeling and dealing is what we're told. And if you just go look at the NFL Twitter world right now, it's everywhere that the Raiders are now they're accepting their fate. They're going to move on from Max Crosby.
Okay. As they should. Like, this is dumb. Like, the most common sense thing in the world is for the Raiders. If you can get 2 first-round picks, what do you get for Max Crosby? Can you get 2 first?
Yes.
Okay, there's nothing to think about here. You're not contending for a Super Bowl this year. You're bringing in a rookie quarterback in Fernando, a new coaching staff, a new way of doing things. You don't need Max Crosby this year. You don't, and you'd lose him anyways.
I mean, I would prefer to have him on my team if I'm Clint Kubiak, but if he's an unhappy camper, he's an unhappy camper.
Yeah, man, and I get it. You always want to win now, and he helps you win.
And I know you say they're not going to win this year. You're right. How long do you think it was going to take the Broncos to get the AFC Championship game?
I thought it was going to happen this coming season. I did not think it was going to happen last year,
Well,
but I thought it was going to happen in both
for the
third
Raiders,
year.
if you gave it a 2-year horizon, do you want Max Crosby?
Oh, man, I guess. I just think that's so ridiculously unrealistic. But 3 years, maybe. But I don't think he'd be around in 3 years anyways. And who knows what kind of player he'd be in 3 years. Listen, he's a great player. And you need great players to win. But you also have to accept, like you just said, accept your fate. Like, the guy doesn't want to be here. We ain't winning this year. We got a new coach. We got a new quarterback. It's going to be a little painful. But the benefit could be amazing in a couple of years.
And for the first time in a while, Chicago and that organization is excited about their future.
Yeah, by the way, the Raiders have a lot of cap space too, I think. And they could go do other things. Are there any vibes on Trey Hendrickson, by the way? Is there anything out there like where Trey Hendrickson is supposed to wind up? You guys seen anything on Trey?
No.
Nothing.
Because right now he's the number one valued free agent out there.
Yeah, and that's a good point. I mean, if you're interested in Max Crosby, you can't just pay Trey Hendrickson.
You can just pay Trey Hendrickson. So, I mean, if you're the Raiders, you can let go of Max Crosby. You can pay Trey Hendrickson if you really wanted to. If you wanted to go there, there is a way to replace him, which is kind of bananas that that's even possible. You got one more there, Dan?
Yeah, just real quick, guys. Myles Garrett was issued a citation for speeding after he was clocked going 94 miles an hour in a 70-mile-per-hour zone in Northeast Ohio on February 21st. Now, that's not really the interesting part of this. The interesting part, since 2017, this is Myles Garrett's 9th speeding ticket since entering the NFL. 9 speeding tickets. I guess my question is, how does he still have a driver's license? Like, how do you get 9 speeding tickets? This is insane.
That's a lot to me. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are.
Well, you probably don't have insurance. You're like struggling.
Don't have insurance. He'd be arrested if he didn't have insurance.
No, he's struggling to probably find it. I guarantee it's tripled if he finds it.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, I don't know how you have a license. I don't know how you. I mean, after 8 speeding tickets, you don't lose your license.
Dude, it's he's in a different world. I've always wondered why guys that make as much money as him just don't have drivers. Why would you even drive?
Why are you going to buy a fast car if you're not going to drive
Why are you
fast?
going to buy a Lamborghini to have DMac drive for?
Well, you wouldn't. So, okay. So, fine. I'm telling you, I don't know. Would you always want to drive?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, my God. If I had the money, one of the first things I would totally give up is driving at all. If I could afford it, is like that's the first thing I would do. Would have a permanent driver.
Get you a big camper van, one of those big Mercedes camper vans. Yep. Sit in the back with the TV.
Yes, sir.
Podcast. DMac's mobile podcast.
Can I tell you, man? And it's less convenient for sure, and it's longer. I get on that dumb light rail, brother, like after a Nuggets or an Avs game, and I'm good. And I just zone out, and I'm just like, okay, cool. And it's so relaxing to just not have to think about anything for like 30, 40 minutes, whatever the ride is. It's longer. It's a pain in the ass. Actually, not going to games. Going to games is great. Going to games, I feel like I'm getting there quicker. And I don't have to worry about traffic. Going home is like okay.
Molasses.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's
So
tougher.
when you get home, do you now got to walk?
I usually just lock my bike up, my wife's bike up, and I just pedal home the mile. This is just an easy little mile. Just right there. Takes me about, 5 minutes. So it's pretty awesome. I look weird because I'm looking, I'm coming out of games.
I mean, sometimes it's like 22 degrees out.
This has been such a weird winter. Not really. Like there's been a couple of nights like that, but just like a couple of nights. It ain't bad. It ain't bad at all. No, I would you drive, Tyler, if you had to drive? If you had a choice?
Yeah.
You'd always want to drive?
Well, I would love the luxury of picking when to drive. If I got to drive downtown in rush hour, yeah, I'll let somebody drive me there. Sure.
You're right. That's what I want. One of them vans, one of them big van sort of things.
But I do think 9 out of 10 times I would prefer to drive myself.
You know what we ought to do this summer?
Camp? Go ahead. What?
That's fine. Get a big camper van or a Winnebago, and we do a week-long broadcast just on the road with PhD.
Let's go follow the Rockies. On the road with the Rockies? We're just going to go on the road.
Yeah, we're just
for no reason.
Yeah,
we're just going to drive from where to where?
Where are you going?
We're going to Arkansas. Drive to Arkansas.
We could drive one time to Arkansas. We could get so you guys could wipe it off the bucket list.
But it's not on my bucket list. Just because I haven't been there doesn't mean it's on my bucket list.
It's not on my bucket
What made
list.
you think that I'm dying to go to Arkansas?
Because I think your bias against us would be you'd realize how neat it is.
Well, you might want me to realize that,
Well, I
but
don't
I've
care if
got
you do or
no
not.
desire to realize that.
If we were to go to the University
I like the way I judge people from Arkansas.
If we were to go to the University of Arkansas, where would we go that we would see your name or likeness prominently displayed?
Prominent?
Well, displayed at all.
Well, the university.
Where?
Well, their Hall of Honor.
The Hall of Honor.
Yeah, they call it Hall of Honor, so Hall of
All right,
Fame.
that's a good flex right there. So in the Hall of Honor,
Yeah.
your name or your likeness, or both?
Used to be both.
Used to be?
Well, I haven't been there in a while, but
You think they took something down?
Well, I mean, everything gets older. I mean,
you think they what?
The film on it might have disintegrated by now.
But we'd see your name and likeness in the Hall of Honor.
Yeah.
All right. We go to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we seeing your name or likeness?
Well, inside the new facility.
Yes.
You can find me.
Let's go.
However.
Okay.
It's a touchscreen monitor that you have to press to get to the right memories.
I don't know if that counts, bro. I mean,
there's also a giant list that has been replaced of active NFL players. I'm no longer an active NFL player.
Yeah, if I have to press a button for a screen, that's just called the internet. I mean, I'm there too. So was Dan.
Also,
we're all of the internet.
Small little detail.
Yes.
When pressing the screen looking for my memories.
Yes.
You might want to search for Mason Crosby and you'll just see me celebrating with him.
Okay. It's PhD here on 92.5. Well, thank you for that traffic update. I feel like we don't give our traffic people enough credit. They do outstanding work. Thank you. We should hang out and have lunch sometime. If you love Nuggets basketball, you're going to love this. Altitude Plus is offering a free 7-day trial. Sign up today and catch a great stretch of games. Oh, my gosh. Oh, it is something else. It starts with the Knicks tomorrow for Altitude Plus. Then OKC, the Rockets, and the Spurs. Don't miss it. Go to altitudeplus.com/checkout and use the promo code Altitude7. Ride the push to the playoffs with Altitude Plus. Offer ends on March 14th. Subscription auto-renews after the trial. Congratulations to John Martin from Arvada, the winner here on a Ticket Thursday for Denver basketball. Way to go there, John. More keywords with Nate and the Numchuck coming up here after 3 o'clock.
I had a John Martin football teammate in high school and in college.
How were they both?
Well, it was actually the same guy.
Oh, was it really?
Was he from Arvada?
Yeah. He was from Cherry Creek High School.
He might have moved to Arvada.
Yeah.
He might be listening.
Also, potentially, maybe, or to Oklahoma.
It's a really uncommon name, John Martin. So I can't imagine there's...
Hey, but what did we learn the other day when we played the roster game?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
What era would that be from, right? Not current era.
Right.
There's no current Johns.
All right. Right, everybody is... what is everybody now?
2-syllable words.
Yeah.
Or 3.
Nobody's like a John anymore. Nobody names a kid John.
Nobody names their kids 1-syllable words anymore.
Alec Pierce.
That's not current generation.
The Knicks named their kid Riley Bell. Riley Bell Knicks.
Middle name doesn't count.
How about the kid being born on his birthday?
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
How about that one? February 25th.
Sucks for Bo the rest of his life.
Little bit.
Guess we're not celebrating Bo.
I got 2 no-dumb questions. Is it worse to be born on a parent's birthday or on Christmas?
Oh, Christmas, for sure.
Christmas is worse, yeah.
It doesn't matter on the parent's birthday. You're the one that's going to get celebrated.
Yeah, Bo's the one that's going to be passed over. It sucks for Bo.
Well, he's a dad anyway, so, I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, but you still like your birthday. Like,
no.
The birthday's the one day you don't have to do anything for anybody. All the other holidays, every other thing, you got to do something for somebody else.
Seriously, there's a whole lot of men out there thinking, God, I should have had DMac's life. It's like Father's Day. It's the day he goes, Dad, where are you taking us out to dinner? It's your birthday. So, yeah, you got to do that. Hey, Dad, it's Father's Day. Take the kids out to breakfast. And, oh, by the way, are you barbecuing tonight for dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah. Father's Days and birthdays aren't days you ain't doing nothing.
Father's Day, you're right. Father's Day, it feels like you're obligated to entertain everybody. It feels ridiculous.
Yeah. Whereas on Mother's Day, it's...
Father's Day, you really want to go golfing by yourself.
Yes.
But you're going to end up going golfing with the kids.
And then cooking them dinner that night.
Yeah, it's something ridiculous. It's a big pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Your birthday, though, should be your free pass, and Bo forever doesn't get it because it's going to be his daughter's birthday.
Yeah, so now he's not going to be able to...
He doesn't get a birthday. Bo doesn't get a birthday.
Yeah.
It's always going to be about his daughter, which is a gift.
He'll have 2 years. They'll celebrate a birthday. He'll get next year. Because the kid doesn't know anything about a 1-year-old.
Oh, they'll have a 1-year-old birthday.
Oh, they'll have it.
They will have it.
So are you saying the birthday husband present is done with now for Bo?
Probably.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's
forever.
I mean, kind of.
He still gets a present.
Still holding my breath for June 3rd.
He gets a present, but he opens that like after the kid.
I think we're having 2 different conversations here, Tyler. I feel like Scott and I are having. You get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
I admit that I didn't get it, but now I
got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's another question.
Yeah.
That's
my bad.
This is a true no dumb question.
Yes.
And I really need like sci-fi Tyler to come out on this.
Oh,
one,
okay.
and Dan even.
Okay.
So you're standing in front of a urinal bathroom, using the restroom. And they got the electric eyes, right? And so you're taking a leak.
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden it flushes midstream.
Okay.
Is there a possibility you disappeared for a moment?
Wow. Wow, that's deep thoughts. Hold on. I mean, what are the options here?
Well, you phased out.
Yeah.
You kind of phased out for a little bit, and all of a sudden the things thought you were gone because you disappeared for a second, and so it flushes on you.
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, it just happened to me. I'm thinking, dude, did I just phase out and didn't know it?
The Avalanche add Nick Waugh. Who's excited here? Raise your hand if you're excited about Nick Waugh being on the Avalanche. Anybody? Andy over there. Andy Lindahl from Mullen High School.
Me in the corner.
You're in the corner?
Yeah, I like
All
it.
right. Tyler, you excited about Nick Waugh?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Nate Kreckman, you excited about Nick Waugh?
I love a third line center.
All right.
You need somebody has to be between the other two guys on the third line. Why not Nick Waugh?
Well,
My guy from Vegas is not psyched he went there. He likes him.
Your guy, well, he wasn't even in Vegas anymore. He's
I
in
know,
Toronto.
but he didn't want him to leave Vegas, period.
He was there
and now he
for-
does not want him on the Avs. He's the playoff kind of guy that you need. I don't know that everybody.
okay.
I know.
All right.
Listen.
All right.
You're not sexy. Why do you have to have sexy everywhere? If you would be Nick Waugh on a hockey team. Don't hate Nick Waugh.
I'm not
Are
hating
you
Nick Waugh
calling
at
him
all.
the Alex Singleton?
He would be Sternad.
Ah,
Gotcha.
Although, hey,
that's okay. Now I'm
Sternad
feeling
turned
you.
into a pretty good little player
He
there now, did he not?
Absolutely.
So anyway. But you need a Nick Waugh.
Are you
Why not?
hoping there's one more move? How about the fact that this is a wild fact that Jesse told us from Gorilla. They've done a deal on the trade deadline day 10 years in a row.
Yeah.
That's a crazy stat.
That's what happens that tells you when the window opened. That's how long your window's been open.
You want to see one more move?
Hey, if it's a good one, yeah. I don't want to move just for a move.
Well, okay, I get it. Nobody wants to see a bad move.
No, but you know what I mean. I mean, let's.
What is all this Nick Blankenberg erasure happening on the show right now? They got Nick Blankenberg,
They
too.
did, because they have to keep a certain amount of guys that I can look at eye to
Yeah,
eye.
I was about to say, you know what it is.
There has to be a certain low-level
There has to
Avalanche.
be one 5'11",
Somebody had
one
to
6'9",
replace-
Like, there was a little too much.
5'5".
There was a little too much
Yeah.
pressure on Gavin Brindley these days,
Sure.
so they had to even
Sure.
it out.
Yeah. So there we go.
It's not like a 5'9", nod, wink, defenseman.
So they got a third line center and a number 7 defenseman.
Yeah, you think that's enough?
Well, hey, we're fixing to find
They
out.
got Kulak too. You know, they got Kulak in this.
You got
mix.
Kulak.
Yeah, you got Kool-Aid. The third line center was the big thing.
Listen.
You needed to get better there, and I think they did it
Are
today.
you disappointed it's not Kadri or O'Reilly?
I really would like O'Reilly, yes. O'Reilly.
What,
let's
you
see
think
him
it's
song.
done, or do you think it's still a possibility?
No, I think anything's possible.
Yeah.
And if Val and his salary are in play, I think anything's impossible. So we'll see.
Would you be all for moving Val?
I'm not going to be mad about it. I'm not, look, he hasn't had the greatest year so far. He's not been terrible, but he's not been what he's been the last couple years. And I think everybody in this room, this collective group of people of what we got here, 4 in here, 7. I think we all wonder how they really feel about the 2 absences during the playoffs. I don't think that goes away. I had said, look, do you get to a point where
I think it's
far
continued-
enough behind that you shop him? Is
Yeah.
that what they're doing?
Isn't it also there's like just continued trepidation that
Yeah.
it could.
Is it going to happen again?
That it could happen again.
Because we don't know what it was.
It's like an
So-
injury-prone player. Like it's you think of Josh Hamilton and all the issues he had low over the years. Like does it ever go away of just like, well, is this guy going to be available?
Remember, Josh Hamilton was celebrated that it's gone away. It's
Yeah.
gone
Right,
away.
right,
And then
and it
bam,
didn't.
the snake bit, didn't it?
Yeah. So it's these problems can reoccur at any given time, and if you don't know, and the scars of what happened in Seattle are kind of still there for this team, it's tough to make that go away. Now, if Val is right and focused and playing the way that he's capable of, like great playoff
We
player.
all want Val.
Yeah, you want him to be on your team.
The year he had before the Seattle playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, that year he was fabulous.
Special.
Are the scars
Well,
still
even
there?
last year,
Yeah.
no, the second year that it happened during Dallas,
Yeah.
he was special.
Yeah.
He was incredible.
What's been the most special moment he's had this year?
I can't remember one.
I can't either.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is there not just a small piece of you that remembers how good it was?
Those wild, irresponsible times
No,
we
that's
all
not what
had together.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not talking about the irresponsible
No.
times.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the opposite.
I'll serve your question. There is a chance if you were to move him, it blows up terribly in your face.
Well, he's got the contract
But
he
I
has
also-
because
yeah.
he's an excellent hockey
Yes.
player when he's right.
But look, you need McKinnon, you need McCarr to be who they are. I
McCarr.
mean, there's other bigger people, Tays. there's people I'm eyeing if you're going to make a run this year. You know, the way Val is played, would any of you pick Val as the most important Av going into the playoff? I don't think any of us would right now.
I forget he's on the team half the time.
But isn't he like he's a critical swing player, though? Like McKinnon and McCarr and Taves, they're always going to do their thing.
Sure.
Like, aren't you great because you have second line scoring, because you have a good, reliable third line, because you have depth defensemen that can give you 10 minutes.
All of a sudden balling off
that dude's
too now, right now.
Pucking off, I believe.
And you got 30 goals from Brock Nelson.
Yeah, which certainly always does help. Kreckman and Lindahl show. It is a Thursday afternoon. We are with you until 6 o'clock here on the show. The Nuggets will be in action tonight against the LA Lakers right here on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. God, you're only a half game up on LA. Got to have this one tonight. Lakers are playing better with Doncic and LeBron and Reeves all together. But if you look over the entirety of the season, they haven't necessarily been great. Andy, this is a game tonight that I am circling. You got to win the starters' minutes tonight. Like this, it sounds counterintuitive, but you kind of got to beat the crap out of these guys. Like when Doncic and LeBron and Austin Reeves are all on the floor together. I know that's like not a super revolutionary thought when it comes to the Nuggets. You got to win the starters' minutes, but it's critical because that starting group is like excellent as those three players are individually. As a unit, they kind of haven't figured it out yet. Like. This is a game that your starters got to go and win tonight.
They're a little weird.
Yeah.
They're kind of a weird team.
They are.
Now, Doncic and Redick had the thing everybody kind of caught. Well, not we all caught it because that one cell phone caught it where they had to hold back Luka. I thought that was a little overblown to say hold back. A couple guys kind of wandered in front of him, but it was not like what we saw in the melee between the Nuggets and OKC before. But Doncic certainly had a few loud points to make to JJ Redick after he came off the floor a few games ago.
Right.
I thought LeBron had an interesting comment that everybody kind of picked up. But now some of this is just it's LA basketball and we react to everything they do, or
but
the
also,
NBA
like,
does. But
Luka's snapping at reporters. Do I have to answer questions about lineups every single night?
Yeah.
Which
they're not all having a good time.
Yeah, like as long as you have those three players on the team together and they're not kicking ass when they're out there on the floor, and then you got to worry and wonder about the fit with that group, then you do have to wonder, like, is this all going to work? And you do have to answer those questions right now. For this season, listen to this, 297 minutes they have had of that combination of Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves together. They have outscored the opponents by a grand total of 3 points. 3 points. That's two Hall of Famers and a really good player, a really good scorer in Austin Reeves. And you are +3, like, total in almost 300 minutes together on the year. That's a problem.
Yeah, because guys like their shots.
They do. They do. Like the ball.
That's always the question when you put these kind of scores together. It was a question with the Heatles. Remember that with Dwayne Wade and
they figured
LeBron James and Chris Bosh, but they figured it out.
Yeah.
They wanted to win.
Figured it out very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, man, there's a lot going on.
Offensive rating 109 per 100 possessions with those three on the floor. That's not good. Like the Nuggets season offensive rating is like 121, like every lineup. 109 with those three dudes. That's not good. You gotta go and get those dudes tonight. Like, get them in the first quarter, get them in the third quarter. I think if Denver can do that this evening, I don't expect something significantly different with the lineup tonight. I think it'll be, Nikola Jokic and 4 guards. But if they can go out and get it done, and Jamal and Jokic can cook and do their thing, like the Nuggets should be able to win this game tonight. They should.
Well, it's a home game.
But how often do we say that about the Denver Nuggets? They should.
It's so funny because Jared Bednar was on the station. I believe it was yesterday morning.
Yeah,
talking about the Dallas Stars to the guys, and he said, "Look, we need to worry about us. The Stars are the Stars. They're going to be there. Yeah, we got to beat them." Probably, the way the playoffs are gone.
They're going to be stars.
Yeah, that your favorite team, your favorite thing to talk about. But he had said, we got to worry about us. It's about the Avalanche. That's what we control. The Nuggets have to get in that mode too.
Yeah.
You've got to start winning at home.
Yep.
You've got to start winning at home. You got to turn some things around. You got to turn some vibe around, and you just got to get a little cohesion going.
Well,
so tonight would be a good day to maybe do it.
David Adelman spoke extensively yesterday about how nobody in the NBA is getting guarded the way that Nikola Jokic is, the way that he's getting mugged by little guys and they're hanging on his leg like they're Jeff Van Gundy on Alonzo Mourning. He's quite frustrated with it, and he wants to be known. I would say, guess what, guys? I think I know what the Lakers are going to do tonight.
Well, and I think that's why he kind of sent the preemptive strike.
I think
right?
Marcus Smart is going to be hanging off of Nikola Jokic's leg tonight. And Marcus Smart's going to be like, I've made an awful lot of money for a very long time doing just these things. So sign me up for it. This is Adelman yesterday after practice.
I think, in fairness to him, any human being at some point when they get hit in the knees and guys take shots at them throughout, and they test you as a man when you're out there, you're gonna react, man. Like if that affects his game, I don't see it. I thought the fact that 3 people guarded him made it really hard to get him the ball. We went through some of that today, but yeah, it's a balancing act of all those things, and I think he has to go through it. As a team, we have to watch how we react, how he's being guarded, because I do think it emotionally affects the other guys as well. They feel like they need to stand up for somebody that they really care about, that's their teammate, but at the same time, you have to focus on winning. And I'm going to keep saying this. I'm not saying this because I'm being biased to my own player. Nobody's being guarded like him in the league. Nobody. Nobody's going at the knees of other MVPs. No one's taking shots like he's taking. But that's our reality. And so we have to continue just to try to win games. He has to play through that physicality. I have to find places on the court where he can play in space. That's on me. So there's no excuses because if the whistle's not, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. So the game continues. So we'll deal with it as long as we can. At the same time, I have no problem with him reacting. Reacting is part of being a human being, like I said. So if it continues, we'll react accordingly.
Okay, a lot of interesting stuff in there. And let's, there's obviously the psychological component of David Adelman is playing the podium game. Okay, he especially, and he knows what J.J. Redick has established in terms of a guarding philosophy on Nikola Jokic, starting with the Rui adjustment a number of years ago, going to the game that was played late last season in which the Lakers came in here and kicked the crap out of the Nuggets because they just bullied up on Jokic. Like, we know exactly what they are going to be. So there's a psychological component. Like, Adelman he's again, it's what I call the podium game. Usually you see this in a playoff series. This is when coaches stand in front of the media and basically try to lobby the officials from there to see if they can't impact the whistle for the upcoming game. So that's smart of Adelman to be doing right now. He's a veteran. He's been around this league a long time. He knows what the hell he's doing. Something else he said in there, and this is where I'm mildly confused. Not confused. I don't know what his answer is to this question. When he talked about, I need to find ways to get Nikola the ball in space. Where is that?
I don't know. The 3-point corner, I don't know.
Because I don't want him out there.
Right.
I don't want him handling the ball facing the basket behind the arc. Like, sure, there's space, but is his hope then that, okay, if they're going to go under screens, Joker can launch away from 3, or is it, well, let's try and clear out that side of the floor and let him back and then see if he can get himself to the post, wait for a double to come, and then start the defensive rotation and decide what he's going to do once he gets there? Because that's good. I haven't seen the Nuggets create a lot of those possessions recently.
Yeah, I mean, could he also be maybe thinking about, and it's going to sound insane, but I don't know. Again, I'm trying to think where the space you would find. Could it be more get him the ball early in the possession, like you said, kind of like cross mid-floor, get him the ball, let him play point guard, if you will. And in that way, there is no grappling with the legs, no wrapping the guy up. But again, if this is going to work, people have got to cut. They've got to move. He's got to be able to feed.
They do.
And then how does he get his shot off that? I don't know. That's a lot of space to be dribbling if you want him back in the post.
Those possessions, like they're okay occasionally. I don't think they force I don't think those possessions stress a defense.
Well, and then what are you doing with Jamal Murray?
Right.
Because you can't just wait to do this when Jamal's off the floor.
I know why they want him catching the ball at the nail.
Right.
Like inside the key. I know why they want him catching the ball right there and collapsing the defense and creating that space up above the arc. Those are good possessions, but those are also the possessions where Joker is just getting hit, getting kicked, getting grabbed, getting guys laying down under him. Those are the possessions where that happens. Okay, so you want to take him out of that. Okay, but again, like, what is the solution to then stress a defense that isn't just Joker backing down and creating possessions all by himself? Something that, honestly, he doesn't even like doing.
No, look, I don't know the answer to all this. But like I said, some way.
You haven't whiteboarded exactly what the Nuggets can do.
Well, but as he talks about it, it goes back to somehow get physical with the guys that are trying to do this to you without getting 1,000 fouls.
Right.
There is a part of me that wonders if Joker just took a knee and gave a guy a kidney shot and took the hard foul, would that get a few other people to think, for my own safety, I don't think I'm going to go grab the guy by his thighs and try to latch onto him like, a leech or something. But I don't know where that gets you. That could just cause more. Again, you don't need him.
Also, if I'm coaching Denver and I've got a guy that refuses to get physical with Nikola Jokic, I got a spot for him right next to me. You know? Like, no. I'm going to look at these guys and say, you're getting paid 9 figures worth of money right now. You go and you're going to have some bruises tonight, but that's what we pay you for.
Look, earlier I told you I wouldn't mind. Earlier the week I said I wouldn't mind, especially if it's Big Val, and maybe now it'll be Roddy if he gets to play, David Roddy.
Yeah.
Go set a hard pick for Jamal. Let Jamal run a guy into a pick a few times and see if that doesn't back them off trying to suffocate him. I don't know what version of that is for Joker, so a guy is not, as he tries to set up in the paint, doesn't have a guy wrapping his arm around his leg all the time. See, again, what's so stupid about it is some of what Adelman's talking about should just be called, and it shouldn't be a problem. I don't care if you want to get into a guy. That's part of basketball.
Yeah.
But when you're taking your arm, as Scotty has shown so many times on the broadcast, and wrapping it around a guy's thigh,
scratching
that's not ever a kind of defense that I know was allowed in the NBA. Now you're making a movie that not everybody is allowed to watch.
Speaking of basketball goonery, Andy, did you see the video of the brawl at the Sun Belt women's basketball tournament?
No.
South Alabama and Coastal Carolina got into it last night. One of Coastal Carolina's players has been suspended for the rest of the postseason. There were less than 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. South Alabama's Cordacia Harris and Coastal Carolina's Tracy Houston began fighting under the basket. Harris appeared to bump Houston slightly from behind before Houston turned around and began pushing and swinging at Harris, who pushed back. The referees jumped into it. This was actually kind of scary. One of the refs, Marla Gerhar, knocked to the floor in the melee, and she was down, man. Like, she laid on the floor for some time, which that's a hailstorm you don't want to jump into.
No, you got to be smart.
Yeah.
When pro athletes are in a fervor, frothed up.
What about when South Alabama and Coastal Carolina are in a fervor?
Don't jump into the middle of that.
Yeah, oof. Yeah, I mean, I get it. You want to separate them,
right?
But
that's the job.
Yeah.
But again, you can pick the moment. Look, the refs in hockey are like, all right, we're going to wait till there's an opening.
Take a
till you're tired,
punch to the
and then
throat.
we're going to go ahead and jump in there.
Oof.
Got to be smart. Got to be smart about when you enter the fray.
Poor ref. Yeah. Anyway, South Al and Coastal Carolina. Out for blood. We have so much to do on our fine radio show here today. It is the Kreckman and Lindahl show. We're going to go to Toronto. Dave McCarthy Toronto correspondent for NHL.com is going to be with us. We go to Dave every now and then when we are looking for, the national NHL perspective, and the Avalanche make a couple of moves. Nick Waugh being the headliner, but Nick Blankenberg is here as well.
He's got it upper level Canadian accent.
Great Canadian accent.
I mean, got to have it.
This is who we're looking for.
This is Cuthbert.
When it comes to hockey analysis. So Dave McCarthy going to be with us today at 4:20. Lindsey Jones is going to be with us at 4 o'clock. We're going to pepper Lindsey with names, and she's going to tell us exactly where these players end up in free agency.
Good.
And I'm sure she'll bat 1,000. There's no way you could ever get this stuff wrong.
Some people do brackets.
Not
Lindsey per checks. Free agent signings.
Yes. Who is the rando left tackle you've never heard of that's about to get $28 million per year next week? Lindsey Jones will tell you. Plus, it is a Nuggets Ticket Thursday, and we have keywords for your chance to see Nuggets Sixers on the 17th of March. So make sure you stay tuned. Your next keyword is coming in 5 minutes. It is a Ticket Thursday, and we have your opportunity to win tickets to see Denver as they host Philadelphia on St. Patrick's Day in 2 weeks.
It was a Ticket Thursday, by the way.
Uh-huh.
I was going down Bulls today.
Did you get a ticket?
I didn't.
Oh,
but
good.
man, they had half the force ready to write you one.
Actually, now that you mention it, I saw one on C470 today,
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Oh,
They're,
yeah.
kind of tired of us all treating it like Audubon. So slow down, folks.
If, for the love of God, on C470.
Oh, that thing's like a race.
Stop going 95, everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
They could technically arrest you
We're all
for that.
we're excited for all of you and your extremely bright headlights. It's fantastic when you fly up behind everybody and blind the motorist in front of you. Yeah, that's going to get them to change lanes quicker if they can't see a single thing.
White spots everywhere.
Dude,
safe for everybody involved.
My God.
All right, Ticket Thursday. This is the kind of ticket that you want.
It is. It is. This is a good ticket. This is, again, to see Denver and Philadelphia on St. Patrick's Day in 2 weeks. We specify nothing. Text the keyword Billy right now, Andy. Billy. Text Billy.
Billy.
Billy to 303-504-0925 with your first and last name, and you are entered.
Billy.
Billy.
Billy. Like Madison.
The Wilhite Law Firm gives you the chance to win big on and off the court. Visit them at wilhitewins.com. Again, this hour's keyword is Billy. We will announce our winner at 5:55 today. So get on it and do it right this instant. Billy.
Billy. You think the Wilhite Law Firm has a guy named Billy working there? Now we got to know.
Did they call him Bill Hite?
Hey, Spring, just call up the Wilhite Law Firm and just go, can I talk to Billy?
Can I talk
see
to
what
Billy?
happens? See if they put you through to a Billy.
Yeah. Give me
Although if you're
Billy.
a lawyer, don't you got to be William?
No, you can be a Billy, I think.
You're a lawyer.
Sure.
Are you hiring Billy to represent you or William when you're trying to get off that 90-mile-an-hour speeding
I was going to
ticket?
say, if I've been pulled over for speeding somewhere in like rural Arkansas, I want a Billy. I want Billy
Yeah, it's like
representing
my cousin
me.
Vinny.
He sounds like Foghorn Leghorn.
I say this is crap here. He was not going that fast.
Who's the most famous like Bill that we know primarily as Billy? Crystal?
Okay.
Idol?
Did
Did you see the news about him?
No, what happened?
What's up with Billy Idol?
Well, he used, in order to break his heroin addiction, he switched to crack.
Billy Idol?
Yeah.
That's
You
nothing.
Google
That
it.
makes
You
me
can
kind of
Google it
sad.
right
I like Billy Idol.
Only
Doesn't
makes
sound like it's going well.
It's a good
though.
life hack.
I was gonna. That's the difference between me and Andy. That story made me like him more.
Oh, you like crack, do you?
Billy Joel?
Okay, Billy Joel might not. Yeah. See, like Billy Crystal was really humming along and then kind of dropped off.
Well, I mean, Father Time comes for all of us.
Sure.
D. Williams?
Billy D. Williams, dude.
Lando Calrissian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's sharp.
Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton. He's had a lot of good roles. That
He sure
guy's
has.
versatile. He's
Yes.
kind of a weirdo, though. Remember when he was creeping everybody out with Angelina Jolie? Although we were finally happy she was actually kissing on him and not her brother anymore.
Billy Ocean?
Nah, that was a one-hit wonder, and now
Okay.
you even hate the guy we dedicated the bit to.
The Electric Avenue? Wait, who did Electric Avenue? Not Billy Ocean.
No,
that was Eddie Money.
Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh. See, I got there eventually. Don't you worry.
Who's the most? See, again, it was funny. I got in the car this morning, and Brett and Vic were kind of making fun of our draft. First off, shout out to Steve Nelson for actually knowing what our bid is.
Which draft?
That we do a name like this, and then we draft the top 5 people named
absolutely.
after that.
Oh,
and
like sports Reggies?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And Nelson knew we did a draft.
Yeah.
Both not Vic. Brett likes to
Corrigan?
Billy Corrigan.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he kind of like all these guys haven't had. It isn't consistent. There's been a high, a low. I think it maybe a mid for the Pumpkins right now. Do you even realize?
But who is the rock star that just has 40 years of cranking out hits?
All of the Who,
all the guys on the Eagles. What was the last song that the Who wrote that you were like, hell yeah? Eminence Front? That was written in like 1981.
The Stones, the Rolling Stones.
Again, the Stones are like, and I'm a massive Stones head. I haven't given a rip about a Stones album since, again, like the 80s. I mean, they've been cranking them out, but I'm not.
But when you're good enough to just go ahead and
I'm
keep
not
going.
like, hey,
where you at with U2?
I want to jam some Stones. Can you put on Steel Wheels?
Remember when U2 forced their album into your iTunes?
People didn't like them for that.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan. I'm like, what's all this crap?
The key word is Billy, Andy. Billy.
Someone said a Yankees manager, Billy
Martin.
Billy Martin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Billy Martin, he liked to punch people. That was kind of his thing.
What was there a quarterback named Billy Joe Tolliver? Remember him? I think he was a Chargers quarterback.
That sounds right to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Postal Brian, where are you? Billy Joe Tolliver, when he a Charger?
That sounds about right to me. Yeah.
He was like a poor man's Phillip Rivers. What does that mean when you call somebody a poor man's?
Means he's not as good.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So would our guy Nick Waugh?
Nick Waugh.
Is he a poor man's Brian O'Reilly?
Okay, I have to admit. All right, first off,
you thought it might be Roy?
I can't believe they traded for this dude. I spend way too much time of my life driving around Las Vegas listening to local sports talk.
Okay.
And the dude that hosts the morning show on ESPN 1100, Tyler Bischoff, really good host, and he had just the dumbest bit, and it was just one of those stupid things. We have 1,000 of them on our show. But for whatever reason, when he was talking Golden Knights, anytime he brought up Nick Waugh, it wasn't Nick Waugh, it was Nick Waugh. I don't know why.
Can you call him now and find out?
I giggled at it every single time.
Can you get the origin?
I'll find out for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Should we have him on?
As soon as we should
get him on to talk about
Tyler's
Nick Waugh.
fun.
I mean, why not? Why not? He knows the game.
He
knows what we're getting.
So they got Nick Waugh, and I was like, Nick Waugh.
All right. Do we need to talk to the guy? Do you need to effort an interview now with Nick Waugh? Can you put in a request?
Get Nick Waugh on the show.
Now we got to find out if he knew the guy did that.
Yes.
Yeah. Just request. Hey, there it is.
Get him on the show.
Yeah.
In
please.
fact, I tell you what. Get us both the new Knicks. We want Waugh and Blankenberg at the same time. Yes.
So we can go, hey, Nick, this question's for you, and nobody knows who the hell we're talking to.
Two Knicks at the same time. We'll do it right here on our show. It'll be fun.
I'm glad you're confident.
Yes. Make it happen. Do you are like Nick Waugh? They need a third line
I'm
center.
very happy
It's
with
a good
it.
move.
I like it. I love it.
It's a good move.
I want some more of it.
He went to Toronto in the in the Mitch Marner trade, and now he's here in Colorado, and he's got a chance to go and win himself a Stanley Cup. Avs paid a price. They traded a first round pick, but that's the going rate for a third line center these
days.
All
right, but here's my request. My request is, can we keep this guy this time? Can we not trade for a bit, because he brings a bit of size?
Yep.
Bit of sandpaper. Can we not just let him walk after the year? That's all my question. You know what I mean?
Sandpaper.
Yeah, like Charlie Coyle. Don't let him be a Charlie Coyle.
Okay.
I like Charlie Coyle. Good Boston guy. I thought he was going to hang out a minute. Remember we had him on. He had like he sounded like he was
fun.
straight out of the town.
Yeah, he was really fun.
Yeah, and then he's gone.
You got one more year under the contract of
Good.
for
Let's
Nick Waugh.
keep him.
Yeah,
let's keep him.
He's not going
Can we
anywhere.
Just have him for a minute.
He'll be here. Yeah, you got him for another year. He's a UFA after next season.
Good.
And he'll be 30 years of age, and, then you got a decision to make on him. I don't know. It's hard to find third-line centers.
And yet we're looking for him every year.
I know, every year.
We find one every year.
Always.
Casey Middlestat.
So Jack Drury gets dropped down now.
Coyle.
Yeah, this will work for the Avalanche. They got Dallas tomorrow, Andy. Are you already grinding your molars, getting ready for the Stars tomorrow night?
Nah, we got to get through the Lakers tonight.
Okay.
Then we'll worry about that.
You got to expend all of your Laker hatred
I
this
gotta
evening.
I got to go watch a little Mams, and I got to watch some Mammoth and no. I'm not watching the Mammoth tonight. I got to watch the Ottawa Black Bears, too. Get educated about them.
Oh, the Black Bears.
So I got to talk to their coach today.
Okay.
Couldn't be more Canadian. Former Mammoth guy. And, of course, he's buddies with my color guy as we do this quote-unquote coaches conference call.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell we accomplished. All they did was give each other grief and talk about golf games, and I think we slipped in some time. I don't know what I'm supposed to bring to the broadcast. Hey, McCray thinks Shoechuck's shot sucks. He can't hit a 9-iron. 9-iron. So there you go.
So
I don't know.
That's all you got?
Yeah, when I missed your call, that's what I was trying to do.
Fun.
Yeah, it was good times.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what to say. And I got this voice going on, so I'm not even loud enough to cut in and stop the shenanigans. I felt like a teacher. I felt like I had to, shut up back there. You like Nick Waugh? You happy with this? Do you think they're done? That's a question. Do you think they're done?
It's a pretty, I mean, they moved
they
to
need to be
first.
done?
They moved to first. Like, that's the
Yeah, the only thing
in terms of like the glaring needs, what were the two glaring needs? It was third line center and depth defenseman. They got both of those guys since we got off the air yesterday.
Identified by Chris McFarland himself.
Yeah.
Look, dude, I would say the only way they do anything else, I would think, is if it's a player-for-player trade. Whether that's the Val Nas thing that Adrian Daters put out there or something else. I mean, look, I would love for you to pull a miracle and get me Ryan O'Reilly. I really would. But I'm not holding my breath. What's more likely, a Ryan O'Reilly trade or you signing a running back for big money come Monday, Tuesday?
Running back. I honestly believe
you
running
really
back.
think they're going to give big money to a guy? Ricky Dowdell does not count to me as big money. What's big money?
Just call him Ricky.
Ricky. What Nico Dowdell? What the hell's his name?
Rico.
Rico?
Yes.
So Nico and Ricky could be Rico?
They could be. If they procreated, somebody named Nico and somebody named Ricky had a baby together, the baby would be named Rico. That's the rule. That's how it works.
That's how it is?
Yes. Actually, by that rule, both of your kids would be named Andy.
Well, don't you think that people didn't suggest it?
You guys could have done like the Foremans.
The name that we really liked was Autumn, but we weren't going to go the Kubiak way where everyone's got the same name to start, the same letter to start their name.
Oh,
remember
that? Sure.
Clint.
Or like the Knipples.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the
Now,
way, have you seen what the Hornets are doing?
What are they doing?
They've won 6 consecutive games by
Oh, yeah. They're like charging up the standings, aren't they?
Or more points that like basically they're the second team in NBA history to win 6 straight games by 15 or more. I believe the other team was like the 2017 Warriors. The only other team to have done that. And like the competition was a little bit questionable. And then last night they went into Boston, beat those dudes by 29. Yeah, the Hornets are like making people talk about them. I don't know a more irrelevant team in my lifetime than the Charlotte Hornets. And yet, they're kind of fun right now.
Well, you kind of stumbled into some there, too. Who is the most irrelevant team in our lifetime? Charlotte's up there.
Oh, like the Charlotte Hornets, Andy, since they rebranded as the Hornets, remember they were the Hornets,
they were the,
then they moved to New
Bobcats.
Orleans, then they came back as the Bobcats, then they rebranded as the Hornets. Since they did that in 2014, they have been to the playoffs once. They have not won a playoff series in 12 years. Actually, they haven't won a playoff series. I mean, really, Charlotte basketball hasn't won a playoff series since 2002. That's irrelevant.
How about Cleveland?
The Browns?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
you said all of sports.
All of sports. Are the Browns irrelevant, though?
Yeah.
Can you be irrelevant as an NFL team?
Yes.
Who's the most irrelevant NFL team?
Well,
Jacksonville?
I was about to. Don't you feel that way?
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like the town loves them.
Yeah,
At least Cleveland City loves them.
Yeah, they're kind
Loves
of
them.
forgotten a little bit. Yeah, the Browns do have like a hearty, passionate fan base as much as they've tried to kill those
Jacksonville's
people.
easily forgettable. Now, they've got some really good players. I'm not saying they're a bad team. I know
Sure.
I'm going to get their coach all big mad and yell Duval at me, and then Sean Payton will get mad because they came to town with their chip on their shoulder. But Jacksonville just doesn't. Again, I've been to a number of games there. It's like people barely care. You can like get a catered suite for $10 there one time because that's how bad they were.
All right.
Back when we had Blake Bortles and
Most irrelevant team in sports.
oh, do you have a new candidate? You got something pulled up, don't you? Look at that look on your face. You're feeling cheeky. Go ahead.
There's a
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
yeah. There's a team
You're
that
right.
yeah
I don't know. I forgot them.
yeah
That's how they're
Diarrhea.
irrelevant. I forgot.
yeah
And they're getting whooped right now in spring training ball.
didn't go real well against Team USA yesterday.
Well, it looked the same here. They were up 5-0 on the Brewers. I look back down on my little scorecard. Now it's 10-6.
you see that ball Aaron Judge hit off Freeland yesterday?
I don't think anybody saw it.
Kevin Freeland?
I'm not sure it's been found.
Ball hasn't landed yet. Yeah, that thing got murdered.
But would you say, how'd you put it, of our lifetime of the last 2 decades of
Are the-
your adult life, how did you put that?
Are the Rockies the most irrelevant?
They at least went to
baseball
the
team?
playoffs back in 2017, 2018. They had some fun people. You once had Nolan Arenado. I mean, look, I'm not trying to stick up for this thing.
You once did,
Yeah,
yes.
you once had some fun players. If we're talking about the last few years,
Yeah.
if we're talking about the last 5 or 6, but you said back to 2002.
Sure.
This team's been fun. They appeared in a World Series in 2007. I would say Charlotte takes the cake from them, unfortunately.
Wow.
What about the A's?
Very irrelevant.
Someone threw out the
It's thrown in
Columbus
a hole.
Blue Jackets. What do you think of that?
Oh, the BJs are very irrelevant. Yes. Yes.
What do you think, Spring? Other than your
Oh,
giggle.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, Bill Simmons did this, and he named the Blue Jackets as the most irrelevant
The
franchise.
Buffalo Sabres,
They're good now.
are they going to make the playoffs?
Yeah.
It would be
They're
the
not
first
good.
time since
Hey.
what?
The Sabres
90s?
are like, by like some advanced metrics, the second best team since the new year behind the Avs.
Yeah, Colton Parayko doesn't think so. He said, no, thank you. I'm not going there.
Yeah.
I've got a no-trade clause, and I am invoking it.
Yeah, those guys, although the Columbus Blue Jackets, I mean, pro sports in Columbus, like you're so dwarfed by Ohio State in that town. Like you're irrelevant in your own town. That's tough. But the Rockies, like, again,
Yeah, the last 7, 8 years, there's no doubt about it. But if you
irrelevant
go
in
back
your own
all-
town.
What did you say? You went back to 2002 with Charlotte?
I mean, Andy, what do the Rockies have? 6 winning seasons in 30 years?
Fair enough, dude. Look, I'm not here to defend everything going on at 20th and Blake. I just think
Can you defend anything going on at 20th and
no,
Blake?
nor do I want to.
Right.
But all I'm saying is they've at least had some moments. They've had some seasons that have caught interest.
Like literally a moment. They had 3 weeks one time.
Sure.
That was unbelievable. They took the sports world by storm.
Are the Hornets in the middle of their Rocktober
They
right
are
now?
Right now, in which they have won 6 consecutive games. It is
Ooh.
It is Rockuary into Rock Arch for the Hornets.
Someone threw out the Pirates.
Oh, they're very irrelevant.
And what about the Raiders? The Raiders have not been relevant, ironically, coincidentally, since 2002 either. And now when 2002, 2003, when they went to the Super Bowl, they've been nothing since then.
the Tom Brady name brand attached to it
Has produced what? You firing
absolutely
90-year-old.
absolutely nothing.
Yeah, Pete Carroll.
Yeah, the Raiders they're I don't know, like again why it's so tough with the NFL is because it's so massive and so ubiquitous and like it's so fun to laugh at bad NFL
Well,
teams.
we just brought it up. I mean, the Jaguars are, to me, irrelevant when it just comes to when you think about football passion, and yet they have intriguing players.
Like the Jets are like the worst franchise in the NFL.
But they're the Jets.
But they got Brick Johnson. So they're
Well,
automatically hilarious.
And Woody.
Your keyword is Billy. Text it right now to 303-504-0925 Billy.
Jamal Murray has it at the point. Guarded by Filipowski. Goes to the right hand. Step back, fadeaway. Jumper's good again for Jamal Murray. 43 points for Jamal Murray. I don't know what else you want him to do, man.
He would finish with 45. All right, Andy, this is since the Boston game, when Jamal Murray had his illness and had to exit. Since that game, 36 points, 6 assists, 51% from the field, 53% from three. It's a 3-game sample size, not the most massive sample size in the world, but he's kind of back and cooking a little bit. Is Jamal Murray fixed? Are we there yet? Can we declare Jamal is back, the lull is over? You like more than a 3-game sample size, do you?
Well, look, here's what's tough, Nate. I don't feel like his game has necessarily gone anywhere. You're the first one to point out you were worried that his legs were gone.
Yeah, fatigue.
So, I'll tell you this, and again, we're about to ruin it. The more they get these 2 days off, yes, I think he's back.
Yeah.
Yes, he gets to rest his legs. Yes, we're going to get our old friend Jamal Murray back.
Sure.
That I think we remember from a couple years ago. But, they're about to go 3 and 4 nights and playing. Well, they get to stay in Denver at least. This stretch isn't too bad. I'm not going to gripe for them when you get two teams at home and then 2 days off before you go to Oklahoma City, right?
Yes.
So that's not quite as bad.
They'll go Friday and then Monday in OKC.
Right.
Yeah.
So hopefully that helps, sleep in your own bed, not going to the airport, getting on a plane, all that kind of stuff. But then again, you play OKC and you got 2 more than next week, right?
Yep.
And they're all tough. Here's the thing. It's a meat grinder of a schedule as far as opponents. But yes, I think, look, man, get these guys some rest, and I think it solves a lot of ills. How about that? But you still need Aaron Gordon for the long haul. My greatest fear about this Nuggets team is the health of Aaron Gordon, period. Number one. I don't know. We haven't seen.
I mean, that's it, Andy. It's everything.
It is.
If he's healthy, they can win a title. If he's not, they can't.
Yeah, because you just don't have anybody else that can be him.
No.
Is David Roddy a poor man's Aaron Gordon?
No, not even that.
So anyway,
and I love David Roddy, but he's not a poor man's Aaron Gordon. No, he's not that.
And I hope he's about to surprise everybody with one of the greatest coming home stories of all time.
He is, by the way, he is the second CSU Ram to ever play for the Denver Nuggets.
Really?
He is.
How many buffs? I know there's Chauncey.
We're up to 3 now. KJ
Simpson.
Chauncey Billups, and Chuck Williams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not familiar with the game of Chuck Williams. When was that?
Good
70s,
question.
Early 80s?
Yeah, it's before our time.
Cool. Good enough.
Mm-hmm. David Roddy joins Eddie Hughes. Eddie Hughes played 86 games for the Nuggets between 1988 and 1990. Second CSU Ram ever.
Would have been cool if Nick Clifford was on that list, but
sure would. Speaking of the Rammies, they have won 8 in a row.
Yeah.
They went into the pit and beat New Mexico last night. Are they going to do the thing they did last year? Then when they won 11 in a row and rumbled into the tournament, stole a bid?
You and I both know, in a lot of these sort of marathon sports, like, and I count college basketball among it, when you start in October and you're still playing until April.
Yeah.
If things go well anyway. It's about getting hot at the right time. Like, again, quietly, that was my concern about both the Avs and the Nuggets. I'm not ready to call that it's done or whatever. But I was worried, especially with the way that Wedgwood was playing. My God, was he so good at the start of the year? And you're just like, dude, you can't keep this up all year because this is otherworldly. You aren't even in your own body right now. I don't even know who you are.
Right.
You look like 5 great goalies shoved into one. You're playing so well right now, and I just don't know how long you can do that. So if the Rams get hot right now, go take the tournament, whatever you do, sure they could do what they did last year.
Also, like in that sport, it's so much of your resume is determined by what happens in non-conference play in November and December. Like a team like CSU, they were all brand new players, which is basically everybody in college basketball outside of the top of the top. But like sometimes it takes a while to get guys into the proper role. Like Kerry Booth has played really well now. It took him time to warm up. Local kid, Calvin's son. Jace Butler, it took him time to warm up. Brandon Recksteiner, son of Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner.
Big Papa Pump?
That's right.
Help me out. Who's that?
Spring? Give Andy a little lesson on Big Papa
Well,
Pump.
hey, holla if you hear me.
Uh-huh.
He's a genetic freak.
He is.
Come
Yes.
on now.
Yes.
This dude did mad amount of steroids too, by the way.
WWE
So
legend.
he's a wrestler. I can't wait for you to like break
Google
out.
Scott Steiner right now.
Listen,
Yeah.
I really,
Huge.
I really thought you were about to drop like a, make him say "ugh" kind of rap. I thought maybe we were going Master P version of rap or something, and instead he's a wrestler.
Oh,
Sorry.
Scott Steiner's
My bad.
a legend, man.
My bad.
Yeah. He would wear chainmail, like a chainmail coif on his head.
Really?
It was a hell of a look. I Googled it, by the way. He picked it up in a strip club.
A chainmail.
He did. Uh-huh.
Well, I wonder where that. Maybe I don't want to know where that's been. Help me out because you're all things CSU. You're going to go call some Mountain West basketball next week. You're all things Mountain West.
I'm all things.
What is the story with the stop at a Maverick gas station for the snacks? I saw the CSU tweet of it. Give me the backstory.
So this started back with Nico.
Okay.
Remember when we had Nick Clifford on the show? We asked him about this. Nico always, like, one of his team building things was you win, you get snacks. Nico is a big gas station snack guy. And so last night, since they were in Albuquerque, they went to the Maverick. Sometimes if they're, driving back from DIA or whatever, they'll hit the Buc-ee's. But yeah, that's this team's thing, is going to the gas station for snacks after a victory. That's how they celebrate. Which is somebody that loves gas station snacks. I think it's a great way to build some team camaraderie.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you can get some gas station sushi. You can get some gas station goodies.
Sure. No, like
what do you have any low key? We've all been on the road trip where we thought about, hey, that hat over there looks all right.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do you have some good gas station swag?
I nearly bought a cowboy hat at a gas station somewhere in rural New Mexico last year. But it was like, when you pick up something stupid like that and you put in your head, like, you automatically set the budget. It's like a free agent running back, right? You set the number in your head and then you see the actual price and you're just like, oh, well, I would have paid the blank for this, but I ain't paying that.
Yeah.
That was my last experience with that. Perusing a hat rack while my kids went to the bathroom. Yes. But no, when it comes to gas station snacks, I'm a salsa verde Doritos, Snickers with almond kind of guy. Those are my top 2 draft picks when it comes to gas station snacks.
I like a Snickers, but the ice cream version.
Yeah, you
what do you think of that?
Yeah, you do.
You're like, yeah, you do. What else do I like?
I don't know. Hot Skinny Andy, can you do that now?
No.
I think you got to go nougat. You're in your nougat phase.
Hey, I can get away with one. Listen, I could house 3, no problem.
That I know you could, actually.
I could go get 3 of those little ice cream Snickers and they're gone.
Problem is,
Sharon,
do you have to go to the hospital afterwards?
Oh, dude, no. Hell no. Come on now. It's ice cream. Ice cream doesn't do anything to me.
Oh, okay. That bounces right off of you? It's every other food?
Well, I had done bounce off me and makes its way to my hips and everywhere else. My hips.
My hips.
You know what's funny? It doesn't make my way to the backside because I can't hold any jeans up. I've got classic white guy.
You got no can?
Flat side.
Andy, DJ Moore's on the Bills.
I know. What do you think of that?
That's a good move by the Bills. That's
okay.
Josh Allen's in his MVP prime. You got to win right now. You desperately need a receiver. DJ Moore was pretty good with Joe Brady in Carolina. It's a second-round pick. It's a late second-round pick. You're not going to do better than DJ Moore in a Super Bowl window. That's a classic no-brainer trade to me.
Yeah. Are you mad the Broncos maybe didn't look into that?
I would hope that they did. I would hope that they did.
Do you think the contract, because he's like at $110 million? I heard Brett Kane talking about this as the news broke.
Yeah.
That was right after they made fun of us.
You're paying him for 2 years.
Yeah, but do you think the cap number? Look, doesn't this go back to? I don't want to be the party pooper because I love the first couple days of free agency. Who doesn't? Mm-hmm. It's like Christmas. It's fun. The problem is that I feel like all I've got is Jeff Legwell. Jeff Legwell, we need to start calling him the accountant, right? You shouldn't spend that money. Oh, you shouldn't do that. You know, you had to put, hey, you just got that check. You better put 20% away from savings.
No,
they're not spending big money on a wide receiver like this, I don't think.
No,
I don't think they're going to do it.
I don't think they are. And also, Buffalo doesn't have anything close to Cortland Sutton. You know, they were bereft of receiving talent. The tight ends are dynamic. We know how good they were, but it was really obvious. Like, Josh needed some help, right?
Anyway, Stephon Diggs finds his way back there.
I would be.
If you're Stephon Diggs, well, that's the problem. I was going to say, don't you want to go back and play with a quarterback that knows you, but maybe none of the quarterbacks that know you want you back?
Yeah, didn't that get kind of sour?
Oh, it did. Yeah, it got weird. Again, that's his MO. 2 years, and then you got to get rid of him.
Right.
And in New England, it didn't last 2 years. It lasted 1.
Like, you think of the last couple of years, like, okay, like you're Buffalo, you traded for Amari Cooper. Like, Josh Palmer was their big signing last year at wide receiver. Those have gotten you nowhere. You gotta make a splashy move. They've got a good offensive line. They've got, top 3 quarterback on the planet. Go get him a wide receiver. And that's
you don't have to.
It's a win now move.
Coming from the Broncos' point of view, you don't have to.
Sure.
Could have left it alone.
Exactly. Got a run game? They got a run game. You better believe it. Mm-hmm. Your next keyword is coming up at 20 minutes after 4 o'clock. We'll take a break. When we come back, Lindsey H. Jones of The Ringer is going to join us here on the program. We're going to talk to Lindsey. We're going to go through the names on Andy's Christmas list, and we're gonna find out where these guys actually going to end up. Who lands in Denver? Find out next on Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
I think with Breece Hall getting the franchise tag in New York, Kenneth Walker kind of becomes the prize free agent at that position. And look, you can do a lot worse than winning Super Bowl MVP when you're about to hit the free agent market. I do think Seattle would still like to have him back, and that isn't necessarily totally off the table at this point. Look, I think he's going to get paid. I mean, he's the best player at his position on the free agent. He's the best player at his position on the free agent market.